All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to call Allah, Yahweh Bashim, Yahushua Bashim, and Hakadosh, and brought us to the head apostles of great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the Yakim out there on the highway and byways, boys which run abroad all around the world. You know? Yeah, I want to talk about, the situation that took place down in Puerto Rico, where you had a bunch of the Ephraimites rise up against the powers that be, you know. Pretty much that devil that was in office, that was in the seat, governor, pretty much is a Spaniard, He's an Edomite. And pretty much, he's not of the tribe of the nation of Israel, He's not of these people right here. Because if you notice that, he was talking shit about about the Ephraimites that were down there, that were suffering, after the aftermath of Hurricane Maria down there. Him and some other governors were talking shit about our people. It's not known for a fact that our people is gonna just talk shit about our people. So just like Moses, when Moses was in the higher power, and when he seen that devil oppressing our people, what did Moses do? He killed that Egyptian. He killed and slaughtered that Egyptian. Because of the love for our people. But it was clear to the fact that that governor had no love for the people, because overall he's not of our people. He's a Spaniard, he's a Edomite, That's why he had no care or had disregard for what he said.
So Matthew 24 verse 1, and Yahushua went out, departed from the temple. The disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple. And he read, and Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Yahushua said unto them, see not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here any stone, one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. And he reads, and as he sat upon the Mount Olive, disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall this thing be, or what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end of the world?
Yeah, what shall be thy sign of thy coming in the end of the world, If you may up second. Yeah, because at the end of the day, what shall be thy signs? One of the signs is the uproars of the people, the nations rising up against their government, against their establishment.
Verse 6, verse 4, and Yahushua said, take heed. Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed. You shall deceive many. You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
That's right. You should hear of wars and rumors of wars. Aren't you hearing about wars and rumors of wars on your local media and on your international media news outlets? About this war with Iran. This upcoming war with Iran. Rumors about them launching their nuclear missiles, or Iran enriching their nuclear capability, uranium. Pakistan,
India,
Turkey, North Korea, we got Syria. You got this dude DJ Trump want to send troops over in Syria. All these rumors of wars, the border's already set. The both sides already setting the border. And it's only a matter of time before one of them before the both side puts the spirit on one of them to make that move. And pretty much Esau, he's gonna have to make that move regardless. It's gonna start with those so-called Jews, the Amalekites. It's gonna start with them first, They're gonna be the first one. They're gonna be the first to make that move.
Right. So Jeremiah. Jeremiah 49, verse 20, we read, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, that he had taken against Edom, and his purpose that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
That's right. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Who are the least of the flock? These so-called Jews, because they're the smallest amongst all the nation on the face of the planet. You know, they have the smallest population on the face of the planet of any other nation that's on the planet. You know, so that's what it's referring to. Yeah, these devils right here. You see? Yeah, all of these are so-called Jews right here, starting with this devil right here, you know? Starting with the Rothschild family, these devils right here, you know?
Jeremiah 49, verse 20, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, that he had taken against Edom, and his purpose that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make the habitation desolate with them.
That's right, you shall make the habitation desolate with them. What's going to make the inhabitants desolate with them? Them thermonuclear missiles, you know? The missiles on that sign, this missile right here, you know? This is what's going to make the lands desolate. ICBM nuclear missile, capable of 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit, you know? Because that destroying wind that it talks about in Jeremiah, that's destroying wind is talking about the radiation that's gonna sweep through the land and dissolve anything in its path. You know, but it's gonna start with these so-called Jews.
That's right. It says, the earth is moved at the noise of the fall, at the cry and noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea.
That's right. The earth is moved at the cry of the noise thereof. What's going to make the earth to move? The nuclear missiles. Because when they hit ground zero, that's going to cause the earth to rock through and fall. Yeah, like a jungle. Because you're going to have 200 million of these missiles that's hitting America, you know, left and right, you know, from every different direction, you know. And not just America, but over there in the land of Israel too, where them gutter rats are. In our land, defouling our land, you know? You're gonna have missiles coming from every different direction, hitting that place, destroying it, you know?
Revelation chapter 9, verse 15, and it reads, and the four angels were loose, you shall prepare for an hour, in a day, in a month, in a year, for to slay the third part of men.
That's right, to slay the third part of men. Who was the third part of men? The third part of men are you so-called Edomites, you so-called white people, you know, the wicked. You know, that's gonna slay the third part of men. You Edomites are gonna be slain, and you're gonna be wiped off of the face of the earth once you serve your 1,000 years of slavery.
Verse 16, and the number of the armies of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
That's right, 200,000. What is that army? The armies are the thermonuclear missiles. You know, that's the army. Because it said they're never going to break their ranks. You know, once them nuclear missiles get shot over here, they're not breaking their ranks. They're going to come over here and they're going to reach their destination. You know.
And we all put it to America.
That's right.
New York, Chicago,
Miami,
Los Angeles,
Las Vegas,
Nevada. Yeah.
You know, major parts of them cities. You know. And all these major parts of the cities have one thing in common, you know, and that's homosexuality. You find homosexuals running rampant throughout all these cities, these major cities in the United States of America. You know?
Because like ever since the devil came into power, he pretty much slapping the face of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, by promoting everything contrary to the law of Yahweh Shai. And that's why the Lord has a controversy with the devil to destroy his people, so-called black Hispanics and Americans, which are the Israelites indeed, for destroy the earth.
That's right. But getting back to Ephraim though, you Ephraimites have been docile and been down for the longest. Now the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, is starting to put hell on you. It's starting to wake you up to let you know that this devil right here that you've been worshiping for all your life, for all your generations, is the damn devil. that the so-called white man, this Jesus that you believe in, is the devil. You know? The Most High is now rock you up and waking you up to help to make you realize that the gringo, you know, El Blanco,
El Diablo.
El Diablo is the devil. As Diablo, El Diablo, devil. You know? And it's about time too. Because you Ephraimites, y'all have a hard head, boy. You know? Now the Most High is coming down on you. Now the Most High is making you realize that El Blanco is the El Diablo. You know? Now the Most High is shaking you up, making you realize that this image, this so-called white man that you've been worshiping, that thought that it was your God, is the devil. You know?
Hosea chapter 9, verse 13. Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, split it in a pleasant place.
Yeah, in a pleasant place. What is that pleasant place? That pleasant place is Puerto Rico. Because that word Puerto Rico just means ports of riches. You know?
Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, split it in a pleasant place. But Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer.
That's right. Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer. You know? Because it's easy for you to come over here to the United States because Puerto Rico is already owned. You know, America, United States already owns Puerto Rico. So pretty much you don't need a green card or whatever, or need anything like that to bring your children over here to the United States.
It's a Commonwealth of the United States.
Yeah, it's a Commonwealth of the United States. But it being a Commonwealth of the United States, you know, you think that the so-called white man's buddy with you. But look at what he's doing. He's oppressive. You know? You're no different than all the rest of the tribes that are on the sign right here. You're no different than the so-called Negro or the so-called West Indian or the so-called Haitian. You know? You're no different from us. Because it's a known fact, once our people are just being pushed more and more to the corner, where their back is against the wall, they come out swinging, and they come out swinging hard. And that's that situation that you see over there in Puerto Rico. The resilience of our people.
Like, as the day goes by, right? He's going to show his home, man. He's going to let you know that he's the devil, that he's against all people. You know, people better wake up to the fact that the devil, El Hombre Blanco, the white man, is the devil, man.
That's right, you know. Devil, El Diablo.
Yeah,
you know.
El Hombre Blanco es el Diablo.
That's right, like the brother said. You know, because at the end of it, it's only gonna get worse for y'all Ephraimites over there.
For all the tribes, bro, all the tribes.
All the tribes, you know. Because at the end of the day, Esau, the so-called white man, don't like our people rising up. Right. Don't like our people standing up for the truth, you know. You know, he don't like that, you know. It angers him. So what does he do? He creates strategies of embargo, just like, you know, with the tribe of Levi. You know, when the Levites rose up and rebelled against the French, and was hanging them and skinning them to death. You know, what did these devils do? They embargoed the land of Haiti. You know, to starve us out. You know.
That's why Haiti can never recover from what Esau has done to them.
That's right.
Which one prophecy?
Yeah, exactly. It's just prophecy, you know. But the same thing he's gonna do with you Ephraimites, you know. Because his MO don't change. His MO is still the same. Back then. You know. But it's a beautiful thing. Now the Most High is putting hell on you to make you realize who your enemies are.
The Most High is shaking up the place, shaking up the earth. Right. Making more people feel uncomfortable, man.
That's right.
Moving the rug out of the feet, bro.
Yeah, it's pulling the rug from under your feet.
That's right.
You know, the Yahweh Shem Yahushai is pulling the rug from under our people's feet right now. Yeah, you know, not just Ephraim, but all the tribes. You know,
you make them feel uncomfortable because when you're uncomfortable, that's when you're more likely to rebel. You know.
That's right. That's when you're more likely to wake up to realize who your enemy is. You know.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice in heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, For the devil to come down unto you having great wrath, because you know it that he happens on time.
That's right. For the devil has come down onto you having great wrath.
These devils, man.
Yeah, these devils.
These
Stop
devils.
elite banking families,
Yeah.
families right here. You know, starting with them. These are the elite, the top banking families that run the whole world. You know, the ones that you don't see in the media.
The shadow government.
The shadow government. You know, the ones that own the banks. You know, the ones that control. You know how much you pay for your rent. You know, that controls the government, the food, the hospital, everything. You know.
Hey, that's Job 9 verse 24.
Yep. No, because these devils got the whole world in their hand, and it's about to say right now. The brother's about to bring out the precept.
Job chapter 9 verse 24, and it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, because of the faces of the judges thereof. If not, when? Who is he?
That's right. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who did this?
Yeah,
You know, this is this bullshit right here. You know,
it's madness.
this madness, having the people think that our Lord looked like this. You know, our Lord never looked like this shit right here. You know, our Lord looked similar to this. You know, according to the Bible.
That's right.
You know, our Lord looked more like this, a dark-skinned man, a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. Not this bullshit right here. You know?
Besides, this image has a psychological effect on people, man.
That's right.
That's why when people see the go on, they're more likely to shoot them down, you know? Because they don't see any value in themselves, man.
That's right.
Because of this image.
Because this image right here was made the standard of beauty. The so-called white man have the people thinking that this image right here is the standard of beauty. A leprous piece of shit dog like this. You know? That's why our people, especially our people, have the mindset that they have against our own. When they come around our own and when they look at us, you know, they want to look down at us like as we ain't shit. Especially the Latin tribes, the Ephraimites, you know? Yeah, the whole northern kingdom.
Because they have like what do you call it? They have the protection.
Nah, they don't got no protection no more. Because at the end of the day, you Ephraimites, you know the tribes, y'all not, because the so-called white man just looks at you nothing but a Spanish-speaking nigga. That's it, you know. That's why he got all kind of names for you. Why does he call you Spick, Wetback, you know, Tomahawk? You know, you're no different than the so-called nigga. You know, you're no different than the southern tribe, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You know, because that's all pursuant to the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You know. And plus, our we should be called bywords and a proverb, you know, amongst all the nations. So at the end of the day, you're no different than the southern kingdom, you know.
Matter of fact, I'm going to Deuteronomy 28, verse 18, and it reads, cursed shall be the fruits of thy body, and the fruits of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flock of thy sheep. Cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall thou be when thou goest out.
That's right. Cursed thou when thou comest in, and cursed thou be when thou goest out. You know, once we come into this world, we're already cursed. You know, and once we come out of this world, we're still cursed. Just because, you know, you may see our people that may have a little bit of, that may have some money, you know, that may be millionaires or billionaires, you know, but at the end of their lifespan, they end up losing all that money, you know, because of that curse. Because at the end of the day, there's no escaping the curse of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh. You know?
In order for you to make it in society, right? You have to sell out. You have to sell out. You have to be willing to do all kind of opposition for this devil to give you a piece of the pie.
That's right. You got to sell your soul. You know, you got to sell your soul in order to enjoy the riches of this world.
Yahweh also said, what if it be profited if he shall give the whole world?
That's right.
What shall a man give for his soul?
Exactly. You know? Just like it says, you know, how you doing, sister? You see yourself on that sign right here? What are you? Huh? See, she's with Esau right there. You see? She's with the damn devil. You know, I got you, but that, you know.
Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
That's right. You know, my people are destroyed for lacking knowledge. There it is, you know. You got the prophets, the men of the Lord out here on the highways and byways. You know, she may see herself on the sign. You can tell that she's of the northern kingdom, but yet she wants to scoff and laugh like it's funny, you know. Here it is, we're trying to teach her, you know, our people their history, who they really are, and who their enemies are, but yet she want to laugh and giggle. But it's gonna come a point in time, you know, there ain't gonna be no laughing in that day. You ain't gonna laugh in that day. You're gonna mourn and weep, because at the end of the day, you got the angels encamped, and the angels are watching everything that's going on and reporting it back to the Heavenly Father, to our Lord. And in return, our Lord is reporting to the Heavenly Father. You know.
Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the Lord thy power, I will also forget thy children.
That's right, you know. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, he's going to reject thee. You see, she rejected the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, by her giggling and laughing. She rejected the knowledge. But at the end of the day, this is really a for women. It's only for the men, you know. But at the end of the day, this is still applies to her because she's an Israelite, you know. She's of the northern tribe, you know. And she should take part. She should take part in it because we have a great inheritance, you know. Because we're gonna be the next people on the face of the planet to rule the next to rule the earth in righteousness, in the world to come under our Lord, who is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know. We're going to rule this world the way it's supposed to be. You're not going to have chemtrails in the sky, polluting the air, you know? We're not going to be eating GMO foods in the kingdom. We're not going to have no type of wickedness running rampant like homosexuality or all the type of abominable things that is running rampant in this society, you know? Those stuff are not going to exist, you know? Because the scripture says in, I believe it's Proverbs 26. 29. Yeah, 29.
Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear full, the people mourn.
That's right. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You know, all you see all over the world is nothing but mourning. You know, uprising against the government, because the people are in mourning, the way because of the way things are run. You know, because of corporate greed. You know, capitalism. You know,
white supremacy.
Yeah. You know,
because white supremacy nothing but having Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks about, having foot on the neck of our people, man. That's how white supremacy works, man. In order for the so-called white man to feel powerful, he has to have these people, the so-called black Hispanics and the Americans at the bottom, man. That's exactly what white supremacy is, man. Funky shit, man.
That's right. But our people don't get that, though. Our people think that the so-called white man, the so-called white people are their friends. That's why they hang out with them. You know? And there ain't nothing wrong with, you know, kind of, you know, but at the end of the day, you got to smile. You got to have it in the back of your mind that the so-called white man is the enemy.
That's why the scripture says you watch the serpent and harm such a dog, man. So when you are working around these devils, yo, act like you like them, man. Act like you gotta survive, right? You gotta make some money, right? So act like you like them, man. But in the back of your mind, know these devils are against our people, man. That's exactly what it is, man. This nation, the nation of Edom, the so-called white man, is against the Israelites, man. At any cost, man. That's why these devils spend billions of dollars, man, to basically to our people, to sell out of our people, to promote nothing but wickedness, man, so that we can be at the bottom, man. Because they understood that in order for them to be winning, these people have to be at the bottom, man. Can I get 2 Ezra 6, verse 7, Babu Kusha? That's the current state of our people. Isaiah 58 verse 1 says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, show my people the transgression in the house of Jacob, in the house of Jacob their sins, man. These are the people of the Lord, the so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, man. Better wake the fuck up, man.
That's right. You know, 2 Ezra.
2 Ezra 6 verse 7. That's exactly what it is, man. Our people are so dumb fucking down, man. They don't think they have enemies, man. Every nation on earth know they have enemies, man. What the hell is wrong with you so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, man? The so-called white man is not your fucking friend. He's your enemy, man.
That's right. You know?
Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that follows? So, hey, that's prophecy, man. You know, that's prophecy. You see to Genesis 25th chapter, man, that Esau, Edom, the first came out red all over, like a hair garment. They call his name Esau. The so-called white man, his name is Esau, Edom in the Bible, man. In order for us to win, they have to go down. That's how the Lord set up this whole movie, man. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that follow? Verse 8, he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Right here. See Jacob and Esau.
He said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's head held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
That's right. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We got next in the kingdom, you know? We got the blessing. It was us, it was the blessing that was given unto us from Abraham onto Isaac, onto Jacob, you know? We were given that dominion to rule the whole earth forever, not Esau. He only got the left-hand side of the blessing, you know?
Hey, that's why these devils, man, everything they do, everything Esau, the so-called white man does is on the left-hand side, man. That's why it's into about homosexuality, pedophilia, you know, everything that is contrary to the law of God. That's what Esau promotes in his society, man.
That's right. But the thing is, Esau, you're not getting our blessing. You're not getting the blessing back. It's long gone. It was already predestined that we was to have the blessing. So there's nothing you can do to get that back. You know, you already sold your birthright unto us anyway. So what you got to look forward to is nothing but slavery and death and destruction.
Oppression, slavery.
Oppression.
That's right. Servitude, man.
You know, look at, here it is. You want to have our people to forget about this, you know? You don't want our people to remember this. You want our people to forget about all this, you know? You want our people, that's why you take it out of the school systems, you know? You don't have slavery or nothing like this in the school systems anymore. Why? Because you know deep down in your heart that you got to pay for this shit.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
You got to pay for your atrocities.
That's right.
You got to pay for what you've done to our people.
That's right.
You know? Not just the north the southern tribe, but also the northern tribe too. Because we're all one nation. You know? And we're all going to come together as one to destroy you damn devils.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
That's right, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. This is violence right here, you know? Look at this, you know? Violence. Feeding our babies to alligators, castrating our people, you know? Hanging our people off of trees, you know? Burning our people. The shame shall cover you.
That's
right
right.
Now you're feeling shameful for what you did.
That's
you know?
They have something called white guilt, you know, because Esau, Edom, the so-called liberal, you know, they feel bad about what they have done to the people, to the Israelites, man.
That's right. That's why you want to forget. That's why you want to remove this from the school system. You know, just like you removed the Bible from out of the school system. You want to remove the history of slavery from out of the school system. You know.
It says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
That's right. Thou shalt be cut off forever. You're going to be cut off forever, Esau. You know? You're going to be wiped off the face of the earth forever. And like the scripture says in Obadiah, that there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, come on.
So Obadiah 1 verse 18, and it reads, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau a stubble.
That's right, the house of Esau for stubble. Because these people on the side are going to come back as one nation, you know? And we're going to take you devils down for what you've done to our people, you know? We're going to come back as one. Just like in the days of old. The Lord said in the book of Amos that the Lord will raise up the ruins thereof, and he shall rebuild it as in the days of old. When King David and King Solomon were ruling, you know, the time of King David and King Solomon.
And it reads, it says, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau a stubble, they shall kindle on them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai had spoken it.
That's right, there should not be any remaining of the house of Esau, you know. You Edomites are going to be done away with, you know, once you serve your 1,000 years of slavery, you know. So just enjoy it just enjoy your time now, you know, live it up while you can, you know. Enjoy it now. Have fun now. Because the table's about to turn, and they're about to turn real soon. As a matter of fact, it's already turning slowly but surely, you know. Tables are already turning. Because when you got our people rising up against you, coming up against you, then you know that your kingdom is falling. You know that your kingdom or your rulership is at an end. You know? Now you got brothers popping up all over the earth, you know, preaching in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai and preaching the downfall of you so-called white people and your empire. You know? So your time is up.
So it's on borrowed time
right now. You're on borrowed time, like the brother said. The only reason why you're on that borrowed time is because prophecy got to be fulfilled. You know?
Yeah. One of the major prophecy is what? The implementation of the Alpha microchip, which is indeed the mark of the beast, man.
That's right.
You know? As soon as Esau make it mandatory, guess what? All the prophecies, man, gonna follow soon, man.
You know, the mark of the beast, which is that chip. You know. And pretty much, if you don't believe that the mark of the beast is the microchip, you're just completely lost, you know. And I'm talking about they that claim that they're men of the Lord, that they're Israelites. If you're teaching otherwise, that the mark of the beast is not the RFID, the microchip, you're just gone, you know. Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is not dealing with you, you know, because it's evident, you know. It's evident that the mark of the beast is the microchip, you know. It only makes sense.
So Revelation chapter 13, verse 15, and he had power to give life. It says, it reads Revelation 13, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image shall be killed.
That's right. Shall not worship the image shall be killed. You know, what is that image? Image is this chip. Because
the image the chip is a mark, right? But the image is everything that Esau has, man. Or his philosophy, you know, the way of Esau's life, man. That's promoting nothing but wickedness. Promoting everything portrayed to the way of Yahweh Ba'ashim, man.
It's done right here. That's part of this image. That's part of this image. You know, this
says over here.
Yeah, this done right here.
Yeah, part of this image, man. It says, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, you know, to his technology, right? Because Esau had the money, right? So Esau can go into any other country, you know, other people down there will treat them as God, man. Right? And he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, because as many as will not worship the image should be killed. If you don't allow Esau in the system to be part of your life, guess what? Esau gonna do away with you. That's prophecy.
That's right. Because at the end of the day, if I may say this, because at the end of the day, it's going to be either two things with this RFID microchip. You take the chip and you die, you know, by way of the thermonuclear missiles, or you refuse and you starve, you know.
Have faith in Yahweh.
That's right, you know. So it's going to be either pick your poison, you know. But at the end of the day, the men of the Lord, we're gonna ultimately have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Lord's will, you know. Because like in the time of Elijah, you know, what the Lord took care of Elijah, you know, in the time of need. When Elijah shut up the heavens, when there was a great famine in the land.
Yeah, when that bitch Jezebel was after him.
When that bitch Jezebel was after him, yeah. What did he do? You know, the Lord commanded the ravens to feed him. You know, so the Lord is going to feed us and is going to take care of His men in that time. You know, we're gonna ultimately put our trust and faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai when this RFID microchip gets implemented. You know,
verse 16, and He caused them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bold, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead.
That's right, in the right hand or in the foreheads. You know, this commence that chip. That chip, you see, in the arm. You see, he's getting that chip in the arm right there. So it doesn't matter when it talks about the right hand. It doesn't necessarily mean that the right hand. It could also be up in your upper arm. You know, up in your upper right arm or in the head, because that's where your body generates the most heat. And how is that chip going to work? It's going to work by the generation of your body heat. You know, your temperature. That's how that chip is going to be operated. It's going to be operated off the body of you.
When you break the one rock, this is for rats to cut, right? An incision on the skin, man. You know, that's a surgical procedure. Like you see in this picture right here, the guy basically inserts something under the skin of this devil over here.
That's right.
You know, that's
it's like this image right here. You see the dark
here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And you could also type in on YouTube. You could already see people already taking the chip.
Yeah.
Already on YouTube. You just go on YouTube and type in, you know, microchip implant. You'll see all kind of hits of people getting the chip in their hand.
Yeah, that's the new currency of the ones that come in. That's what they believe. Again, that's what these devils, these Edomites, the upper echelon of Edom, the wicked making families. That's what they want, man.
That's right.
They wanna control everybody, man.
That's right.
The guy that
yeah, and Russo had that meeting with Nick Rockefeller.
That's right.
You know, and he you know, pretty much Aaron Russo asked him the question. It's like, you know, you have all the power in the world, you have all the money, what's going to be the end game? He was like, no. He was like, the end game is to have everybody chipped. That's what Nick Rockefeller told Aaron Russo. That's all right, brother.
All right.
You know? That's what he told him. He was like, we want everybody chipped. We want everybody chipped with an RFID microchip, you know? That's the whole plan. That's the whole that's the enterprise. But the Most High said, once they began to fill his belly, yeah, come on.
So once everybody slave,
Absolutely.
Matter of fact, Job chapter 5 verse 12, and he reads, he disappointed the device of the crafty so that their hands can perform the enterprise.
That's right. The both sides going to disappoint the enterprise, you know, the crafty. Because Esau, he's going to think that he's going to be able to chip it once he thinks that he got it all in the bag, you know.
Take charge of everything to get out.
Exactly. And he's getting ready to enjoy that meal. The Most High is going to slap that shit out of his hand.
It says, It says, he's disappointed the devices of the crafty so that the heads cannot perform the enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward he carried headlong. Matter of fact,
Because at the end of the day, you know, the Most High's gonna has you in a trick bag. You know, the Most High already gonna have you in that trick bag in that thing. He's gonna make you think that you're gonna have this all under control, all sewn up. But before you know it, you know, once you think you got everything situated and under control, that's when the Most High's gonna make that move on you.
I got you. Job chapter 20, verse 23, and it reads, matter of fact, verse 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straight, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
That's right, every hand of the wicked shall come upon them. That's these other nations, you know. These other nations are going to simultaneously come against you in that day.
When he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. He shall rain it upon him while he's eating.
That's right, while you're eating, while you're getting ready to enjoy that meal, you know, the Most High is going to cast that fury upon you. And that fury is going to start with destroying your enterprise right here, which is America, you know, your kingdom.
This enterprise, when you start to think like the microchip gonna be fruitful, when you make the microchip or everything gonna be good, the Most High gonna slap his hand, man.
That's right, the Most High is going to slap that shit out of your head.
Slap that shit out of his hand, man.
You know, the Most High going to rain them thermonuclear missiles.
That's right.
On America, because ultimately this is your cash cow right here.
That's the boss.
You know, the people. You know, because you own all the people through what is the birth certificate, social security number, you know, all these different contracts. That's how you own the people. That's how you got the people as your slaves. You know, because it said, you know, if somebody kills another person, you lock that person up. Why do you lock them up? Because that person owed money. You know, that person was worth money. You know, that person was slave stock, livestock. You know? So once you kill that soul, now that person got to pay his debt to that society. He got to reimburse that money to y'all. And the way he reimbursed that money is by you locking them up and putting them in jail. You know, that's when you become state property. You know. That's how that money gets reimbursed, you know, for that person that died. You know,
everybody has a debt.
That's right.
To them, right? That's everyone is a corporation, man. That's why you're Social Security, right? Your name is in
capital letter,
man.
You know, because you're a corporate slave. You're nothing but a slave.
That's right.
You know,
that's right. That's exactly what it is, man. And if our Lord Yahweh shall come, hey, these devils, man, they're gonna pretty much destroy our people, man.
That's right.
Because the message is basically for people, so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, man.
That's right.
That's who the Lord is concerned about, man.
That's right. Because if you look at the system, look at the animals. You got nothing but whales upon whales every day beaching themselves. You know? Because they're tired of the pollution in the water. Because you damn devils are polluting the damn water. They can't live in the water no more. That's why you got countless whales beaching themselves every day, all over the world.
So you got it like your mom.
You know?
Revelation 11, verse 18. Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And it reads, and the nation were angry, and thy wrath is come in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward to thy servant the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and should have destroyed them which destroy the earth.
That's right, which should have destroyed them which destroyed the earth. The so-called white man is destroying the earth.
The devils, again, the
devils. It all goes back to these devils right here.
Everything goes back to these devils.
It all goes back to the so-called white man.
Yeah, we eat, man.
You know?
Yeah.
These fishes, they can't take it anymore. They're beaching themselves. Why? Because the water's polluted. They can't live. They don't want to live in the water no more.
Yeah, you have mercury in the water.
Mercury in the water.
You have trash in the ocean.
Trash, oil spills. The water's polluted. You know?
Huh.
And it all goes back to you damn devils, you Edomites.
Isaiah 24, verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languish and fadeth away, the hardy people of the earth do languish, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinances, and broken the everlasting covenant.
That's right, transgressed the law, broken the ordinance, and changing the everlasting covenant. This is what you Edomites do. You know? Devils, so-called white people. This is what you've done. That's why you got the earth in the current state that it's in right now. You know? That's why you even got the birds even falling out the sky. You know? Dropping dead.
Especially after the 4th of July, man.
That's right.
You know?
Dropping dead. You got birds dropping dead all over the place. You know? You got the livestock of the ocean that don't want to live in the ocean no more. Beaching. Whales, countless and countless of whales beaching themselves.
Yeah,
you know? The only reason why this is what you're doing, you're taking the crabs and all the abominable foods where the law forbids not to eat.
Right.
Because those crabs, those lobsters, those oysters that are that belong in the land, they're bottom feeders.
Right.
They're made to keep the earth, to keep the water clean.
Yeah, but this devil's making a delicacy, man.
But yet you devils are constantly fishing out these lobsters, these crabs, these shrimps out of the ocean, and you wonder why these fishes are dropping dead. Right. Because the bottom feeders are not there to keep the ocean clean.
That's right.
They're not there to keep the ocean clean.
Yeah, this devil's making a lobster delicacy, man. That's why every commercial is about red lobster, man.
That's right.
Everything that I push her to the Lord Yahweh Shemshai, that's exactly what this devil does, man. He promotes it to the whole world, man.
And you wonder why our people have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, you know?
All kind of sickness.
All kind of sickness, you know, heart disease, you know, cancer. You wonder why our people are suffering from these things, and you wonder why America's #1 in all diseases all over the face of the earth. Because the Lord said they make these things a delicacy, what not to eat. You know, it's not lawful for us to be eating shrimp, crab, lobster, or swine or pork. The law forbids that, because these animals. Or these animals have a certain purpose.
Yeah.
And their certain purpose is to keep the earth clean.
These animals are vacuum cleaners of the earth, man.
That's right.
And pretty much, that's what keep the earth clean, man. You know, from all the bacteria and everything, man. You know? Verse 5, and he reads, therefore had the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt and few men left.
That's right. The inhabitants of the earth are burnt and few men left. You know, because all this inhabitants, this whole land is going to be burnt. You know, and there's going to be only a few men that's going to survive this, and that's the elect men of the nation of Israel. You know, that's the elect. You know, they're going to be the ones that survive this thermonuclear holocaust. And you may ask yourself, well, how are you going to survive the thermonuclear holocaust? We'll tell you.
Sure. Yeah.
These vehicles right here, this is how we're going to survive. You ever heard the saying, beam me up, Scotty? Where did I get that from? You get it from the Bible, the scriptures. Because when our Lord Yahweh Shai left the earth, how was he received? You know, a cloud by that chariot. Because that chariot came and beamed him up in that chariot, and he was beamed up into that chariot. You know? Hunt.
Matter of fact, Acts chapter 1, verse 9, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up in a cloud, received him out of their sight.
That's right, a cloud received him. What is a cloud? These chariots right here, because these chariots will come in form of a cloud, you know? That's why the scripture says when we left out of Exodus,
out of Egypt.
Out of Egypt. So like when we left out of Egypt, how were we guided to the promised land? We were guided through these chariots right here.
A pillar of fire by day and cloud by day.
Cloud by day.
A pillar of fire by night.
A pillar of fire by night. You know, a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. You know, this is what is referred to, these chariots right here. You know, because of a pillar of fire by night, because these clouds, what they do is that they light up in the amber color, you know, like in the orange. They come in all different colors, but mainly they will come in that amber color, you know, which is that kind of like fiery color. And that's what our people saw when we were being led out of the land of Egypt into the promised land. You know,
and salvation. These are the very good for salvation, man. That's how
salvation.
That's how the elect of the nation of Israel saved from the destruction of America.
Yeah, I'm back here.
Chapter 63. Psalm 98. Yeah.
Back here.
That's how the elect of the nation of Israel gonna be saved from the destruction of America. America will be destroyed by ICBMs, intercontinental.
That's right.
This is the judgment for Babylon the Great.
That's right. I got this Revelations 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
They're gonna see our salvation, man.
That's right.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1, 2. They shall be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation, man.
That's right.
So all these nations, man, they're gonna see the salvation of the elect of the nation of Israel, man. The Lord is not about secret, man. The Lord is about doing things in plain sight, man.
That's right.
You know? Can I get Psalms? Matter of fact, Isaiah 26:20. That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. These are the vehicles of our salvation. You know, the chariots, man. What Esau called what the so-called white men call UFO, we call them IFO, man. These are the chariots of Yahweh Shai. We people call God and Jesus Christ, man.
Isaiah chapter 26 verse 20. Come my people into thy chambers.
It says, come my people, possess the pronouns, talking about the so-called Black Phoenix and the Americans, the elect, the one that was predestinated to receive mercy and salvation since the foundation of the earth, man. Come my people into thy chambers, talking about the chariots, man. No? Bro?
And shut thy doors about thee.
Shut thy doors about thee. Why? Because hey, when the missiles, you know, are raining down on America, man, hey, there's gonna be like a huge vapor, man. Come on.
That's right. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment.
Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, right?
Until the indignation be passed over.
Until the indignation be overpassed, man. That's exactly what it is, man. The indignation of what? The indignation of the Lord. What's the indignation of the Lord? The missiles, man. The ICBMs, man.
Right here.
Yeah. This, you know?
Yeah, right here. This missile right here.
Yeah, these are the indignation of Yahweh Shai, ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. You know, that's what America will be destroyed in the near future. You know, countries such as America gonna go into Iran, right? The Third World War. You know, countries such as Russia, North Korea, you know, Turkey, Iran, they are gonna shoot missiles on America, man. Why? But because that's the judgment of the Lord, man. For Babylon the Great to be destroyed by fire, man. Thus by violence, shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, man.
That's right.
Matter of fact, Psalms 91 verse 6. That's exactly what it is, man. That's what's coming. All you people out there, man. All you people, this like a bunch of dead people walking, man. The judgment for this is going to be severe, man. And you look at us like we're crazy. They look at us like look at those two bombs. They don't know what they're talking about. Guess what? Apostle Paul says we are full for your house and sick. Right. So we don't care how you see us, you know, because we have a message to, we have a warning. Matter of fact, Ezekiel 3 verse 17, picture. We have a message for the elect of people, man. To come back to repentance. The door of repentance is only open to the children of Israel, the so-called Black Phoenix and the Americans, man.
That's right.
Why? Because the Lord was given to you. The scripture says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. The Lord only knows the children of Israel, the so-called Black Phoenix and the Americans. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all of your iniquities. And the reason that our people are in this decadent state, the reason our people are in this hell You know, we had the first fired, the last hired. Why? Because we turn our back from our power, Yahweh Hashem Shai. Therefore, he gave us away. Therefore, he gave us over to our enemies, man.
That's right. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. And it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
God, it says,
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
It says, Son of man, have made the watchman unto the house of Israel. The house of Israel are you so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, man. A watchman is the one who, a watchman is one who look out for the enemies, man. Always on his watch, man.
That's right.
We symbolize the prophets, man. That's why we're here. We're in the chief place of conquest, man. Where every nation pass through, man.
Therefore, hear the word of at my mouth, and give them warning from me.
Says, I have made you watchmen. Says, I have made you watching unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So we are giving you warning. We are giving you warning. So when the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai drop the hammer, you can say that no. You can say, oh, I didn't receive the message, man. You can say I didn't receive the message. Why? We here, man. That's why we're here to do the message.
That's right. 18. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou giving him not warning,
the wicked of our people, man.
Nor speak to warn the wicked from his wicked ways, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
And that's why we come out here day every week, man, to give you the message, man, week after week, because we don't want your blood to be in our heads, man.
That's right. Constantly uploading videos.
That's right, no? Come.
Verse 19, and it reads, Yet if thou warn the wicked,
we are here to give you a warning, right?
And he turned not from his wickedness.
Hey, if you don't turn away, if you don't come back to who you are, if you don't come back to your nationality, your culture, the so-called black Hispanics and the Americans are the Israelites, the people that crossed the Red Sea with Moses.
Nor from his wicked way.
So if you don't come back to who you are as a nation,
he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
So if you don't come back to who you are, if you don't come back to Yahweh Hashem Shai, your power, your God, you're gonna die in your iniquity, your sins, man. Iniquity, sins upon sins. The so-called black Hispanics and the Americans are laid with iniquity, man. You have ever since the so-called white man has down our nation, you pretty much set up a stumbling block to keep our people down, man. To keep our people constantly sinning against Yahweh Hashem Shai, man. You know, but right now the Lord is showing us mercy by having the prophets on the high hedges to let our people know what time it is, man. But if you don't come back to who you are, guess what? You're gonna die in your iniquity. But us, we have delivered our soul, man. Why? We have done our job, man.
That's right.
I see. I can give us some. Yeah. That's the message, man. You may look at us like a bugged out. You may look at us like we're crazy. Hey, the men of the Lord, the prophets, you know, they were like us, man. You know, if Moses walked around today, you could not say he was crazy, right?
That's right.
You know?
No.
If Yahweh Shai, who you call Jesus Christ, if he was around today, you would have called him a crazy man.
That's right. Because at the end of the day, you know, the prophets, the men of the Lord were never liked. You know, we were never liked. They weren't popular men that are being praised like the so-called pastors in these churches. You know, they weren't liked by the people.
Yeah.
Because they came out and they told the truth straightforward.
That's right.
You know, they came out with that austere spirit. You know,
spirit, right? What Samuel, right? When Samuel went to a city, the people were saying, "Are you here to tell us good news, good tidings?" Because when the prophets came on the scene, we saw this because of something, man. Whether good or bad, man. You know, right. Back then the people had more sins. When they saw the prophets, they know that, oh, what have we done?
Yeah, they trembled.
They trembled. Yeah, but now, ever since the so-called white man came into power, the people have no fear of Yahweh Hashem Shai.
People don't fear Yahweh Hashem. You know, that's why they buck up against us, they laugh and they scoff and they mock us. You know, this is what you have. But our Lord Yahweh Shai warned about these things. He said that it shall be as in the days of Noah.
Yeah, matter of fact, there we go. Matthew 6, verse 33. I think it gives us where.
Bro, that ain't going. What? You're not gonna crash into something.
Matthew 6. 24, verse 36. What else?
All right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 36. What of that day and hour knoweth no man?
What of that day and hour knoweth no man. So nobody knows when our Lord Yahushua is going to come, man. No, because if you knew, some people are so into folly. If they knew, they would have waited on the last minute to get ready, man, to get right, man. But that's why the Lord did not give us a date, man.
That's right. Because it all boils down to faith at the end of the day. You know, hey, you gotta have that faith.
Come. It says measure down the time, then it should give me something. How you measure the time? Looking at the signs, man.
That's right.
Looking at the prophecy. Looking at what the nations are doing, man.
That's right.
Let the dog out.
Read it
or
on.
whatever we gotta do.
Nor the angels of heaven, but my Father.
The angels themselves, they don't even know when our Lord Yahushua is going to come, man. Only Yahweh know that, man.
That's right. Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be.
So Noah preached 120 days,
No, so we have the emerald necklace.
120 years. Yeah, so people they make fun of them, they laugh at them, scorn at them, you know what I mean? And they said, oh, there will never be rain. You must be crazy, right? You must be crazy. Guess what? When that rain come, man, they were seeking for Noah's heart, man. The Lord had to be the one to shut the door, man, because Noah was compassionate. He was gonna let the people in. So that's what the Lord had to shut the door, man.
That's right. Because our people have a heart.
Yeah.
We have compassion for our people.
And that's compassion is what caused us to be in this condition that we are right now, right? Because we trusted our enemies, man, the so-called white men, the devil that the Bible speaks about, man.
That's right.
He took advantage of our people, man. He took advantage of our kindness. That's why
right.
the devil have us in submission right now.
That's right. That's how they got America.
Yeah. Because when these devils came in here, the natives, they show these devils how to cultivate the land, how to wash the behind,
And
No.
then our
How to heal themselves.
how to heal themselves. You know, what the Esau do, man, basically he gave them a blanket full of smallpox, man.
That's right.
You know, the scripture says never trust thy enemies, man.
That's right.
You shouldn't trust these devils, man.
That's right. Reading on. For in that day that were before the flood, they were eating,
That's right.
drinking,
Uh-huh.
marrying, and giving into marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
So Yahushua is making a comparison, man. Just like when Noah was preaching, they were marrying, having fun, don't have no care at all. Hey, the same thing is here today, man. You know, so shall also be the coming of the Son of Man. You know,
Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came
Come.
and took them all away.
that's right. So hey, the Lord is showing mercy to our people by allowing the prophets to be in the scene, man, to let our people know what time it is. To let our people know that our Lord Yahushua Mashiach is on his way, man. But our people they don't care, man. They don't even consider, man. They are son of children, man. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, man.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be, man. Just like when Noah was preaching, they make fun of him, they laugh at him, they take it up as a joke. Hey, that's exactly how the Lord's gonna come, man. When the people are least expecting you. Matter of fact, first Thessalonians 5:1. Matter of fact, verse 9.
We just missed the bars, that's wild.
All right, 2 Peter.
Jesus, what you call Jesus is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. He's coming to save his people, the Israelites, so-called black, the elect of our people, so-called black Hispanics and the Americans. He looks like you. He's a black man. That's the message. Yahushua said, "You shall know the
I
truth,
love
and the
seeing
truth
y'all.
shall make you free." We here to tell you the truth, man. Nothing but the truth.
Yeah, you believe that, sister?
Y'all
All right,
want
now.
McDonald's?
Go ahead, KJ. Go take it away.
No, I need to try my one anyway.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9.
That's what it looked like. A dark-skinned man. God is a dark-skinned man. Jesus Christ, we call Jesus Christ a dark-skinned man.
That's right.
And they are coming for, Yahushua is coming for his people, man. He only died for the Israelites, so-called black Hispanics, and Native Americans, nobody else, man.
All right. So this is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. But beloved,
That's right.
be not ignorant of this one thing.
So Apostle Peter is talking to the elect, man. That's what beloved, the house of David, man. That's what it means.
That one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years,
God, one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, right?
and 1,000 years as one day.
In 1,000 years as one day. So the so-called white man, ever since he came out of the Caucasus Mountain, Georgia, Russia, he only been in power for almost like half a day to Yahweh Shai, man.
Verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise,
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise. The promise was given to who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the descendants, man. You are the Israelites, man.
as some men count slackness,
As some men count slackness, come.
but is long suffering to usward,
He's long suffering to us, to usward, talking to the Israelites, the elect of nation, right?
not willing that any should perish,
Not willing that any should perish, meaning his people, right?
but that all shall come to
But
repentance.
that all should come to repentance. Hey, you so-called black Hispanics and the Americans are the only one that can repent. Why? Because the law was given to you. In order for you to be repent, you have to come back, man.
Right.
Our people are the only one that can repent, man, from their sins. Why? Because the law was given to the Israelites, so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, man.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night,
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, right? When a thief comes to your house, he doesn't let you know what time he's gonna come, man. He comes unexpectedly, man. That's how the Lord Yahweh is gonna come, man.
in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great
And
noise.
which the heaven, the rulership of Esau Edom, the so-called white men, the them devil that the Bible speaks about. Keep going, bro.
God will pass away with a great
The great
noise,
noise are the missiles, man. The ICBMs, intercontinental missiles, man.
and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
The elements shall melt with fervent heat. The only device that has the power to cause heat are the missiles, man. America, Babylon the Great will be destroyed by ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. Thus said the scripture.
And the earth also and the works that therein shall be burned up.
The earth also and the works that are the rain shall be burnt up. So everything you see here, the building, the greenery, the people, everything gonna if you are not in a good accord with Yahweh Shai, gonna burn up, man.
That's right. 11. Seeing that all these things, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
That's right.
The earth also and the works that therein shall be burnt up.
The earth also and the works that are the rain shall be burnt up, right?
Verse 11. Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved,
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, right?
what matter of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and
It
godliness?
says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what man or person ought ye to be in our holy conversation and godliness, man? That's a message to the elect, man. Take heed, measure the time diligent in itself, man.
Verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High,
So we're looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, because we know when Yahweh Shai comes, hey, that's the end of our captivity, man.
That's right. Looking for and hasten of the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved,
Where in the heaven, where the heaven being on fire shall be dissolved, man. Because when Yahweh Shai comes, World War III gonna break out, man. All these nations, American, the French, the Russian, the North Korean, they are gonna be fought in the valley of Yehoshaphat, the Middle East, man.
That's right. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Elements shall melt with fervent heat, so everything you see, the cars, the people, the buildings, everybody, if you're not in good accord with Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, you're gonna be burnt up. Just like Malachi the 4th chapter says, man.
Verse 13, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for a new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Nevertheless, we, talking about the elect of his people, according to his promise, the promise was given to who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven, a new rulership, a new people coming to power. You know, when the so-called woman goes down, the elect, starting with Yahushua, they're gonna be ruling the earth, man.
Wherefore, beloved, seeing that, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven,
and new rulership, new earth. The earth gonna be renewed. Why? Because the earth is defiled under the rulership of Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, the damn devil that the Bible speaks about, man.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness.
So, in order for righteousness to be ruled over the earth, these Edomites, they have to go, man.
That's right.
So-called white man gotta go.
Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for so much such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Hey, that's right. We're rehearsing the righteous acts of Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, man. You know? Because that's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is, man. You know? Because we acknowledge our sins, man. We understood that the only power that has the only entity that has the power to cleanse us from our iniquity is the Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, man.
I got you. Judges chapter 5 verse 11. They that are delivered from the noises of arches in the place of drawn waters.
Noises of the archers symbolize the missiles, the ICBMs, you know, Intercontinental missiles, right? That's when the elect, that's how the elect gonna be, that's what's gonna cleanse America.
Make him come.
And drawn waters.
Yeah, that's symbolizing something, man. Why? Because you saw slavery in North Central South America, man. All over the world, wherever our people are, yeah, in the sit, yeah, the bottom of the society, man, wherever they are, man.
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts.
When you're rehearsing the righteous acts, so when you rehearse something, it doesn't mean you're gonna get it right. You know, when you're rehearsing something, it doesn't mean you're gonna get it right, but you have to try, man. That's what the Lord wants, man. The Lord wants you to keep on trying, man.
That's right. Because at the end of the day, we can't keep the law, statutes, and commandments 100% perfect. We can't really. We don't have. Because at the end of the day, we're under the curses, you know. Because we have to go to our enemies for one of all things, you know. We got to go to our enemies for food, for our clothes, you know, for the resources, you know,
for everything.
For everything.
Hey, the curses, thou shalt go to the enemies and do all things, man.
That's right. You know. So at the end of the day, we just can't keep the law. We can't rehearse the law, keep the law 100% in the society. But what we can do, we can rehearse it. You know, we can rehearse it and keep it to the best of our abilities. Like for example, we can grow our beards. You know, we don't get no lineups. You know, we can stay away from eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. You know, all those abominable foods. You know, things like that. You know, not looking at to sleep with the your brother's wife. You know, you know, we can control those things. But the rest of the law, but for the rest of the law, like you know, keeping the Passover 100%, you know, or you know, with the clothes, you know, things like that, we can't do right here on the side. You know? We can rehearse it to the best of our ability, you know.
That's Apostle Paul said, who makes one of the law, they establish the law. So
that's right. Establish.
That's why when you have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, you're gonna try to do what Yahweh Hashem Yeshua requires of you, man.
That's right. So what's wrong with these pastors in these churches that's talking about that the law is done away with? You know, only the sacrificial law is done away with, because ultimately our Lord Yahweh Shai was the ultimate sacrifice for our sins.
That's right.
That was the only law that was done away with, was the sacrificial law.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
That was the only law that was done away with, but not the rest of the law. Because the Lord said it himself. He said, think not that I come to destroy the law. I come not to destroy it, but to fulfill. You know? So what's wrong with this pastors teaching that the law is done away with?
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
That it's okay to eat pork,
That's right.
shrimp, crab, and lobster, and all these abominable foods. You know?
Hey, Yahushua said,
If that's the case, then it's okay for me to lay down with your wife, right? Or, you know, steal from you, right? If the law is done away with, right? Come on now.
that's madness.
It's madness. Don't make no sense.
Yeah. Hey, Yahushua said, I'm the same yesterday, today, forever, man. So the Lord hasn't changed, man.
You know, the scripture says the Lord had changed not, you know?
Therefore, his sons of Jacob and consume, man. The fact that the Lord will change benefit our people, man. A lot of people want the Lord to be changed, man. They want the Lord to basically accept the other nations, man.
Exactly. They want to live like heathens. They want to live like they want to live like the so-called white man. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it a buck. You know,
Yeah.
our people want to live and follow the ways and the philosophies of the so-called white man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just like that Jay-Z when he was wearing that shirt when he was in that interview, and they said on a shirt, "Do as thy will." You know, that whole bullshit Alex the Crowley philosophy or mindset.
That's the pleasure of the flesh, man.
Yeah, witchcraft, the pleasure of the flesh. Do what thy will. You know, that's what our people, the great majority of our people, want. They want to do what they want.
Yeah, they want to live like this, man.
Yeah, they want to live like heathens, like the beasts.
Yeah.
Beasts.
Yeah, because the other nations they have no standard, they have no code, man. We have a code, man. The Bible, we have law, we have statutes, we have commandments.
Yeah, we have morals.
We have moral codes, you know.
Yeah, we have morals. That's why you notice back, you know, during the time, you know, that, you know, there was a controversy between us, you know, the ones that were calling themselves Israelites and those that were calling themselves after the customs of the Greeks. You know? Why? Because they weren't keeping the law and statutes. But at the end of the day, that's why the Apostle Paul was a minister unto the Gentiles. Those Gentiles were actual Israelites that were not keeping or following the law of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's right. You know? That's why he had to teach them, because our people were sick. You know?
Because the Gentile the Israelite that was carried into the mission.
Yeah, con.
And who adopted the philosophy of the foreign mission.
That's why
Apostle Paul has to go.
That's right. You know, that's why we're out here to this day, you know, because our people are sick. You know?
Okay, listen, right? At one time we were Gentiles.
That's right. At one time we were Gentiles, so the Most High set up men, you know, starting from the head apostles on down, you know, set up men to come out to the highways and byways and teach us, you know, because we hadn't been cured. You know, there's the elect, you know, that's going to be resuscitated from the sickness, but then there are some, which are the 2/3 that are not going to be resuscitated, which they're going to have to, the Most High is going to have to pull the plug from. Because right now, our people are just on life support, you know? They're on life support.
Romans chapter 10 verse 14, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed, and how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard, and how shall they hear without a preacher?
That's right. How shall they hear without a preacher? We're out here to preach that you're an Israelite, you know, to preach who you are, you know, to have you come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. You know? That's how we were woken up to, you know. What you think we just got this on our own and just came out and decided to make science and came out and said that this is what we got established on our own? No. This was established through great men, you know, from the elders before the elders, the head apostles, down to the head apostles, and down to the men that was set up by the head apostles, you know.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 20, and it reads, wisdom cry without, utter her voice in the streets.
That's right, she uttered her voice in the streets. Where did we hear this word? The great majority of the brothers heard this word in the streets when they was passing through in the streets.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Case in point, I'll speak for myself. That's how I heard this word, you know? When I was passing through the streets, you know, down in Delhi. And I heard the elders of this camp preaching the word. That's how I got this word. That's how I was broken. You know?
Wisdom cried out. She uttered her voice in the street. She cried in the sheep place of conquerors. In the opening of the gates in the city, she uttered her voice saying, how long the simple ones will you love simplicity?
Yeah, that's right. She cried in the chief place of conquerors. You know? What is that chief place? You know, where all these people are walking by around here, you know? Where all these people are walking by. You know, that's the chief place of conquerors. You know, in the openings of the city. You know?
It says, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in the scorning.
And the scorners delight in the scorning. You know, how long, you simple ones, which are the 2/3 of our people. You know, how long, you simple ones. Because when they look at us, when they pass by, you know, they want to scoff.
They will son of the prophet.
They
right?
want to say that we don't know what we're talking about, and that, you know, and that what we're saying is not going to come. It's going to come to naught.
That's
You
right.
know?
The Lord is marvelous. Man.
Yeah, that's right.
The Lord pretty much like blinded their eyes. They can see what's in front of them.
That's right. That's going back to the curse. Because the Most High, King David, he put a curse on
Let
you.
the sickle be the snare.
Yeah, let their terror be a snare unto you. You know, starting with King David, prayed to the Yahweh Shai, our Lord Yahweh Shai, prayed that, you know, let this table be a snare unto him and a stumbling block. Because that's what it is to 2/3 of our people. This becomes a stumbling block because at the end of the day, it wasn't meant for you to get it. They can't receive it. They can't receive it. It wasn't meant for you to receive it.
Verse 22, how long, you simple ones, will love simplicity, and the scorners delight in the scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
That's right. And fools hate knowledge. You know, you hate the knowledge that we're giving you, the true knowledge of the world, the true knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
The true knowledge of all the heaven and earth. Man.
Yeah, that's right. You know, of heaven and earth. You know, when we tell you that the so-called white man's the devil and that he's going into slavery, you don't want to accept that. You want to try to save him. You want to try to join hand in hand with him. You want him to come in the kingdom. You know.
It says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
That's right. He will make known his words unto you. How is he making known his words unto you? Through the men of the Lord, the prophets, out here on the highways and byways preaching his word.
That's right.
That's how he's making his words known unto you. You know?
The prophets are the mouthpiece of the Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
The Lord's not going to come down, you know, from his throne and talk you face to face. Man. No, he has the prophets. Man.
That's right. He has his men, the prophets. That's what the scripture says in
I got
Amos.
you.
There we go. That's how the spirit works.
Amos chapter 3 verse 7, and it reads, surely the Lord powers nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets.
That's right. He revealed his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. You know, we have the secrets of all the world. You know, and one of the main secrets is this sign right here. You know, and who Esau and who all these other Esau, starting with Esau, the so-called white man, and all these other nations are. According to the Bible, America's future, America's destiny, that America's destiny is to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear fire. You know, those are the secrets.
And it reads, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and you refuse.
That's right, because I have called and you refuse. We're calling out to our people on the highways and byways, but yet they're refusing. You know, they want to laugh, want to walk by, look at the sign, laugh, and walk on. But what little do they know that they already mocked themselves.
Because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Yeah, we're stretching out our hand onto you, but you're not regarded. You know, you're just slapping our hand away from us. But it's not our hand that you're slapping away. You're slapping the hand of the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, because he's giving you a chance to come back to repent from your sins, to come back to who you are as a nation. You know,
Says, what ye have set at naught on my counsel, and will none of my reproof.
that's right. You're not sitting at the Lord's counsel and none of his reproof. You know, right now, well, who we got for this? Pretty much nobody in front of us listening. You know, There's nobody listening, you know? So this is the Lord's counsel and how we're reproving you. We're telling you to come out of your wickedness. We're telling you to come out of the ways of America and to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord prescribed for us to keep as a nation.
And it reads,
I don't really.
I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
The Lord said he will laugh at your calamity and mock when your fear cometh, you know? How would he do that? He's going to do that through his men. Because when y'all people will catch, start catching all kind of hell that the so-called white man's going to put on you, we're going to laugh at you, you know?
It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you.
That's right, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. How is that distress and anguish going to come in a way? Distress and anguish is going to come in the form of martial law, you know, concentration camp, separation of your families, you know, that famine, no food, no water, you know, no heat, no electricity, because Esau, he's going to cut the power, you know, he's going to cut the power.
EMP, right?
EMP.
What is it called?
Electromagnetic pulse.
Electromagnetic pulse. Yeah, no.
That's what's going to make this whole earth, the whole America, in total darkness.
Total blackout, right?
Total blackout. They show you that. They show you a glimpse of that. They show you that in the movie, the Road, you know, the Book of Eli, you know.
Yeah, that's what you call a predictive programming, man.
That's right. The Purge,
Yeah.
you know. They show you, they tell you Esau's predictive programming because they tell you way before it even happens, you know. They give you warning just like us, you know. Just like it says in the scriptures in Isaiah 43. I believe too. Before they spring forth, I tell you them. Before these prophecies come to pass, the Most High set up his men on the highways and byways, and he tells you of them. You know?
It says,
So the devil does that, Esau does that on the left-hand side, you know?
everything this devil guys from the Bible.
Yeah, con, you know?
The leader of these devils, again, we're gonna bring it out because everything we saw God goes back to these devils, man.
That's
Came
right.
back from these devils. The elite,
That's right.
the elite, you know?
You know? Because these elite, they know.
Yeah.
They know the prophecies.
Yeah, that's right.
They know everything. They got the history books. They know the prophecies.
They have the record. They have
They know how this thing works.
They have the artifact, archaeological evidence.
Archaeological evidence, yeah. Just like that movie Terminator with Sarah O'Connor. You see? You see how she getting burned up right here? What do you think the director, James Cameron? Yeah, James. I think it's James Cameron. Well, James Cameron, where did he get that from? He got that from the Bible, which is in Zechariah, the 14th chapter, the 12th verse, you know? So these things are real. When you see Sarah O'Connor being burned up with that fire, and our flesh is dissolving from our body, you see? They get this all from the scripture, so they know the facts. They got the artifacts. They know. They know the truth. And only these elite top devils know. But the rest of you Edomite peons, y'all don't have a clue.
Yeah, bro.
You know, y'all, the peons of you so-called white people, y'all don't have a clue what's going on.
Yeah, bro.
The average thing,
They don't
six-pack
know what's going on. They don't know what's going on.
you know? They have no clue.
They have no clue, man. They have no clue what's about to come up. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
That's right. Then you're gonna call upon Yahweh. You're gonna call upon, you know, you're gonna come. Oh, what was that name? Those brothers that teach Yahweh Shai, Yahweh. You know. Yeah. Well, you know. You're gonna try to call upon that name, but the Most High is not gonna hear you.
That's right, because you're such a hypocrite. Man.
That's right. You know. Only when our people are in great distress and anguish, that's when they want to call upon the Lord. You know. But when everything is all good and dandy, when they got everything, they're not thinking about Yahweh Bashem. They're not fearing Yahweh Bashem. You know, because they're too caught up in their folly. But when the Most High puts that hammer upon them and drops that hammer on them, and puts that heat upon them, That's when they want to get right, try to get right at the last minute. You call upon the name of the Lord. The Most High is not going to hear you on that day. You know, just like when that flood came, when that water the water started gushing from the skies, and the people was banging upon the ark, Noah. No, the Most High wasn't hearing them. You know, because the people had plenty of time to get themselves right. And once they started to see the calamity coming, and that's when they went to get right, but it's already too late. You know, like I said before, you know, when the bus is right there, and you see the bus, everybody getting on the bus, and the doors closed. You don't wait till the last minute to try to get on the bus. You know, you don't already missed the bus. It's time for the bus to leave. You know, you don't wait till the last minute to decide to get on the bus when the bus is pulling off. You know, you try to get on the bus while the doors is yet open. You know, while the doors are still open for you to enter in. You don't wait until the last minute when the doors are shut to decide to get on the bus. You know? That's not wise. That's not wise. You know, and that's indicative to our people. You know, they want to wait till the last minute to try to get right and to try to jump on the bandwagon. Now that they see these prophecies coming to pass. But it's going to be too late because we already warned you from year in and year out, you know, in season, out of season, that these atrocities are coming. You know?
If I can, you know, the only one that's going to come to, you know, there's going to be some that's going to come at the last hour, right?
That's right. It's going to be some that's going to come at the last hour.
Yeah, so that's likely. You know, but as for the 2/3, hey, the faith is still already.
That's right, your faith is sealed. There's nothing you can do, you know, to reverse that. You know?
It says, then shall they call upon me, I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
That's right, they shall come upon me, but I shall not answer. You're going to try to seek the Lord early, but you're not going to find us because there is something called the phantom of the word. Because at the end of the day, we got the internet's running. You know, you got brothers putting up constant shows, you know, doing videos, coming out on the highways and byways, prophesying. You know, the day's gonna come where all of that stuff is gonna be shut down. You know, where Esau is gonna shut down completely, like the EMP, because that's gonna shut down all matters of electricity. And how these operations and how these computers work is they operate off electricity. So when there's no electricity, no power, then there's no word being pushed out. There's no way for you to hear the word. You know? And you ain't gonna find us out here on the highways and byways because the Most High is gonna seal this deal. You know?
He's gonna remove his prophets.
He's gonna remove his prophets from the corners. Y'all not gonna find us out in the streets, you know, prophesying or teaching because we're already doing it now. You know? We're already doing it now. So,
yeah. It reads, then shall they call upon me, I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
That's right. You hated knowledge and choose not to fear the Lord.
Yeah.
Because the scripture. Oh,
You
was gonna say it, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's the spirit. That's the spirit. You see, because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You know, knowledge. You know, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and knowledge. You know, you gotta fear Yahweh Hashem.
Yeah. A power that knows your feeling, you know what you're made of. You know your spirit.
That's right.
So he knows the number of hair that you have in your head, man. So you gotta feel the power.
Why you think we're constantly pushing out videos? Why you think we're constantly coming out on the highways and byways prophesying the word? Because of that fear. Because of the fear of the Lord. Because of the fear of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Yeah, y'all don't fear the Lord, especially our people. They don't fear the Lord. You know, at the end of the day, look at this shit. Who the fuck is gonna fear something like this? This faggot right here, this homosexual. Because this image is implanted in our people's minds. That our Lord looked like a homosexual faggot like this, so that's why our people don't fear the Lord. You know, they have no fear.
Yeah, but when there's something like this, when you see dark-skinned men,
that's right,
you know, with an austere black men, you know. Hey, that put some feeling.
Yeah, exactly. With a sword in his hand.
Sweating into it, bro.
I remember years ago, you know, there was a Jake that came up to the camp, you know, and we presented to him this image, and he said that this image looked more intimidating than this image.
Yeah, that's right. That's
you know?
right. That's right.
Why? Because of that fear. Because he has the Lord is austere,
Yeah.
and he has that sword in his hand.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
because our Lord, when he comes to the earth, he's not coming to play games.
That's right.
All right, he's not coming to play patty cake or pass out roses or join hands and sing "Ring Around the Rosie,"
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya. You know, the Lord said, "Think not that I come to set peace on earth. I come not to set peace, but a sword." And he's holding that sword, and you see that image with that sword that he's holding in his hand. You know,
It says, I will not leave thee as a man, right?
yeah, can't
Yeah, Esau, the second wife, has angelic force, man, as a force to reckon with, man. You know, because the sword, right, symbolizes two things, man. A natural sword and a spiritual sword, man.
That's right.
I'm talking about the missiles, the oil is about to break loose, and the Lord is going to divide the nations, man. You know, set the sheep on his right hand and the goat on the left hand, man.
That's right.
You know, talking about the other nations.
The other nations, yeah. You know, but at the end of the day, our people don't fear the Lord. You know,
Hey, that's because Esau don't fear the Lord.
that's right. That's because Esau, yeah, that's right.
That's because Esau had no fear of the Lord, so therefore the people have no fear of the Lord.
That's right. You know, as the king, so as the people.
Yeah, so-
Yeah, that's right. That's the
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 1, and it reads, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the governor of a prudent man is what order, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what men of men the ruler of the city is, and such are all they that dwell therein."
That's right. And such as they dwell therein. So pretty much as the rulers, you know, as the people, as the ruler is, so as the people.
Rulers. It's devils.
Yeah, which is the devils.
Devils.
That's why this place sucks, you know. That's why the people got no fear. Because the leaders don't got no fear. The leaders, the people that are leading this earth don't have no fear of the Lord, you know.
Hey, they think they are the Lord, man.
They think they're God. That's why they want to say abominable things like, if you may get Psalms
Hey,
chapter.
that's why the devil wants to chip in you.
Yeah.
Because they want to be like the Most High.
They want to be like God, you know. They want to be like the Most High.
That's what I'm right.
Real quick, Psalms chapter 14.
Psalms. Psalms 14, verse 1, and it reads, "The fool has said in his heart, there is no God."
That's right. Who is the fool? Starting with these Edomites, these so-called banking families. They want to say that there is no God. You know, they want to push that bullshit evolution.
Yes.
Darwinism.
Darwinism, no? That
No.
human being came from monkeys. That's bullshit.
You know, bullshit. They want to. That's what they pushing in the school system. But that's an oxymoron. Because if you think about it, because it says in the scriptures that flesh and beast are not the same.
They are all kind of flesh.
They're all kind of flesh, you know. So we're not of the same flesh. And if that was the case, that we evolved from monkeys, that men evolving from monkeys, then we should still to this very day see the same process progressing to this very day. But you don't see that. All right, because that's not true, and it's not biblical.
That's fable.
That's
Lies.
fable. That lies, deceit. You know, like we was arguing like years ago. We was arguing with some jackass. You know, the elder Adama asked them the simple question, but like, where did the process stop? If that was true, where did the process stop? And that devil's response was, "Oh, it takes time. You know, it takes 1,000,000 years," and he didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about. That's how caught up and that's how deceived he was in that whole bullshit. Here it is, you know, you believing in something that you can't explain. You know? How the hell can you believe in something where you can't explain it? Where you can't break it down, where it doesn't make sense? Here it is, you want to talk about something that doesn't make sense.
You might see the same thing for us, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We have the record, right?
Yeah, we have the record, we got the proof.
Yeah, we got the proof, right?
Yeah.
And also, like, if you go to secular history, right? But Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach did live, man.
That's right.
You know, because of the record of Pontius Pilate, man.
That's right.
You know, Pilate, the Pilate, if you go search, you're gonna find Pilate exists.
Yeah,
The
that's
Bible
right.
talk about Pilate. So
Exactly.
you can't say, or you can't say the same thing about us, because like us, we have to work it. We can go back to the Bible and back up everything the same.
That's right. And not to mention the curses. The curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Who does that apply to? That applies to these people on the sign right here. Because you see the evidence of it. You know? You see the evidence that it's evident that we're at the bottom of the totem pole. You know? It's evident that we're suffering from all these curses. Look at this. Look, especially this right here.
Yeah,
Look at this.
I don't know if you say that though.
Yeah, go on.
Slave trade is a well-known fact, man. Every school in the world, they know about the transatlantic slave trade, man.
Yeah, that's secular history.
That's secular
right
history.
there, You know? That's secular history. And this never happened to the so-called Jews that are calling themselves Jews in the land of Israel.
That's right.
They never went through this atrocity. You know, this didn't happen to them, according to the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. This never happened, you know? But this happened to our people, you know?
The scripture clearly said, it shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy people forever. So
That's right.
The condition of the people, that's how you're gonna know what it is like.
That's right, you know? And when we bring these facts out to you, you can't argue with them, you know? When we bring them, because we deal with facts, you know? We're not dealing with fiction here.
Or your emotion.
Or emotions, you know? This is not science fiction that happened. These are actual facts. Because we got facts right here. We got the facts. We're dealing with facts up here.
Lord Yahweh Shai is a power of knowledge.
That's right. You know? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is a power of knowledge, truth, facts. Because the Lord said he's not a man that he shall lie.
Yeah, it says, you love it not, but him that waited for wisdom.
That's right, you know? So you best believe when our Lord Yahweh said that if we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, that all these curses will come upon you and upon thy seed forever as a sign. And it did. You know, we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So what happened? We went into slavery under our enemies. And who are our enemies? These devils, these so-called white people. You know, so-called white people, these elites. Started with the elite.
Regular white.
These are our enemies, you know? And we were sold onto our enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. No man couldn't buy us, meaning no man could save us. We're still in their hand to this very day. You know?
Ruth chapter 5. You know?
Yep.
Baruch chapter 3 verse 8, and it reads, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment.
That's right. We are yet this day in our captivity, but thou hast scattered us as a reproach, and we are subject to payments. Because we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. These people on the sign right here. We're everywhere in the four corners of the earth, you know? That's why you got brothers waking up all over the earth. Because we were scattered amongst all these nations. We're subject to payments because we got to pay this bill, we got to pay, you know, insurance, you know, car bill, you know, you got to pay for your rent, you know, you got to pay for everything, exile tax, you know.
Yeah, that's what it is. Why? Because the earth is giving into the hands of the
wicked.
wicked.
You know?
Esau, unique, man.
So these words are faithful and true. You can't argue with this, you know. You can't argue with the facts. You can't argue. It's like the saying goes, your arms are too short to argue with the Lord and God. You know? So when these people come up, you know, and when they want to talk about that they got the truth, you know, it's just these other nations, we can confound them with the word of the Heavenly Father. You know? We can confound them with the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai when they want to come up with their doctrines. They want to say that all nations are equal and one people.
Yeah, that's even false beliefs of society, right?
That's right.
So if everything is equal, why in your constitution, the Bible, the Constitution of the United States, right?
Yep.
It says all men are created equal, right? Meanwhile, they have the Israelites or people, so no black Hispanics, Native Americans enslaved, man.
Yeah, that's 3/5 of a man.
Yeah. They don't make any sense.
Exactly.
According to your own law.
Exactly.
How much more the law of Yahweh Shai?
Yeah. But that's the thing with these devils. These devils, they want to say something. They want to act. They two-faced. You know. That's why the Native American, the tribe of Gad, called Esau a fourth tongue.
Yeah.
That speaks with a fourth tongue.
Yeah,
A serpent.
a serpent.
Demon. The devil.
The devil.
You know. Because this devil will say one thing and do the exact opposite of what he said. That's why he has a whole lot of laws in the society. He'll make one law, he'll pass with that law, and that it's just a never-ending cycle.
That's why you have an import called amendment. When you pass a law, you have to come up with another law, justify the law you just passed. You know?
That's right, exactly. You know?
So the devil, it's just a fucking demon, man. That's why the demon got a government.
That's right.
You know, that's why the demon got a government. But if the Lord allows the devils to rule over us forever, bro, matter of fact, can I get something?
Yeah.
If it was for Yahweh Shai, from
Let me take that. You want to go on a first?
124, right? Psalms 124 verse 1. If it had not been the Lord Yahweh Shai who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh Shai who was on our side when men rose up against us.
Exactly, when men rose, if it not had been for our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, when men rose up against us,
then they had swallowed us up quick, and when the wrath was kindled against us.
When the wrath was kindled against us. So at the end of the day, if it had not been for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know, that these people would have a field day with us right now.
Yeah, the devil.
Because right now,
Yeah.
the Most High has the angels camped with them every camp all around the world. Because these people, they will love to hang us and kill us
Yeah.
if they could, you know.
But the power of life and death, you don't give to Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's what the devil they keep nothing against us.
That's right, you know.
Yeah, this is a spell the fall from the ground without the authorization of Yahweh Shai.
That's right, because this is of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Yeah, the Lord kill him.
And you make it alive, you know. And another thing, you know, if this be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, you cannot overthrow it, you know, because this program is of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because why? Because it's time for this devil to go down. That's what, that's right. Because we are the judges of the earth. The Most High is raising up the judges. We're here to judge Esau, Edom, for their crimes and the atrocities that he did to these people on the side.
That's right.
You know?
I got you, bro. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
That's right. And he will set one that is profitable. What is going to be profitable? The kingdom of heaven. You know? The kingdom that Yahweh Shai is going to bring. You know? Which these people on the side are going to be ruling. You know? That's going to be profitable. Because it's going to be governed and regulated of righteousness.
By the law of the Bible.
By the law of the Bible. You know,
Yeah.
by the law, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah, because Esau.
Where it dwell in righteousness.
Yeah, because Esau has the Bible. You don't apply the Bible. You know, Esau come up with someone wrong, man.
That's right.
You know, it says, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet he will not learn righteousness. So Esau, you have the power, you have the money, you have the media, you have the Bible. Why don't you make the Bible the law of the land? Why don't you make the Bible, why don't you actually apply what's in the Bible, man?
But he already did. He said, well,
Yeah, I mean-
double Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, but they declare the Bible the law of the land, but they don't apply what the Bible
Exactly.
says,
They
man.
don't want to do it.
You know?
You know, that's why it says in the book of Psalms 50 and 60.
Yeah,
To make it that way.
Yeah.
We'll close on that.
Psalms chapter 50, verse 16, and he reads what again it goes back to the devil.
That's right.
Everything
It all
goes back to the
goes
devil.
back to Esau.
Yeah, delete, man. What unto the wicked,
The wicked,
all about bring this out, man.
Esau. You know, the wicked. Who are the wicked? Picture speaks worth than 1,000 words, right?
What unto the wicked Yahweh Hashem Yeshua said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes?
That's right. What has thou to do to declare the statutes? What are you doing declaring the law, these laws, statutes, and commandments, the law of the land? What are you doing picking up this book? You know? What are you doing declaring yourself as the children of the Most High? You know?
What hast thou to do to declare my statute, or thou shalt take my covenant in thy mouth?
That you should take the covenant in thy mouth. You know? You want to take the covenant of the Lord in your mouth. You want to claim that you're the true people of the Lord. You know? But this is what the scripture says.
Yeah.
You know?
They like to proclaim America as a Christian nation, right? They like to proclaim like they was a holier than thou. You know, Esau is a back in the days, right? Esau was upright. Esau, people thought Esau was upright. You know,
This
was
is a
about
God-fearing
equality,
nation.
God-fearing nation. You know, but nothing but the devil. Right? They're nothing but the devil. Right now,
In God we trust, right?
but right now, you're making bare, you're exposed for the kings of the whole earth. Man. That's why this nation, they can't wait to come and destroy you. Man.
That's right.
Because they have been deceived by your philosophy, by your ideas. Man. Trick this nation, but you pretty much seize control of the land, man. You know, by stealing the natural resources of the whole world, man. And that's why there's it said, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear fool, the people mourn, man. And that's why everybody's catching down, man. It's revolution, man.
That's why everybody's rising up against that government.
Yeah,
Because it all goes back to the Israelites. How y'all regulating and how y'all controlling the resources of the earth.
It's unfair, man.
Yeah, it's unfair.
You know, and that's why if how about you trying to come, there shall no flesh left be saved. But for the next, that's why you see the days are flying, man.
That's
Are
right.
flying because the Lord Yahweh Shah that is women.
That's right. That's why you see that. That's why you see that. Pretty much July is already gone.
Yeah.
Pretty much next week will be August. So this year we already got like what? Probably like 4 more
No, of
months.
course I knew that, but I didn't know the name.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, we're from Puerto Rico, so
Nice.
we are number
Ephraim.
4 right there.
Yeah, we were just talking about Ephraim. You know, y'all Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we are having a festival right now.
Yeah, because y'all know that we are all one people, along
Yeah.
with the Negroes, West Indians.
Yeah, we came from Africa.
Not necessarily.
That's not true though.
Even though Israel is like north of Africa,
Yeah.
but we all came from Jerusalem, which is Israel. The brother's gonna get that
Yeah,
precept real
yeah,
quick,
no, yeah.
you know. But yeah, we see the marvelous works that happen in Puerto Rico, you know,
Yeah.
with the oppression. Yeah.
And it's true. I mean, a lot of people have colonized Jesus and made him into a white man, and he's
Yeah,
not a white man.
exactly.
Absolutely,
He
yeah.
looked more like this image right here.
Yep.
You know,
It's
according
true.
to the Bible, you know. But yeah, but our oppression going back to what took place in Puerto Rico, that was the curses that the Most High put on us because we didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So He set up our enemies to rule over us. That's why you're seeing a whole bunch of corruption amongst in Puerto Rico. You know, the raping and stealing the money of the people. You know, the rape, robbing.
Thank God Rosselló quit.
That's right. You know, because at the end of the day, when our people is pushed back into a corner for so long, and we're constantly being pushed back, we come out swinging, and we come out swinging hard. And that's what took place in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You know, that goes back to the resilience of our people. Because once our people is constantly being pushed back into a wall so much, we come out swinging hard. You know? We come out swinging and fighting back hard. And that's why, you know, that governor, he had to step down because, you know, we were just too much, we're just too strong. You know?
Back up, bro. We're not from Africa. We're from Jerusalem. Galatians 4 verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, is the mother of us all.
That's right. But Jerusalem is is above us free. It's the mother of us all.
Yeah.
So Jerusalem going back to you know, Israel, you know, our people, because the history was that these 10 like because y'all that had Puerto Ricans, the Ephraimites, y'all the head of the northern kingdom, because going back to after King Solomon's death, you know, there was a split between Rehoboam and Jeroboam. you know, where there was a split. And what was it?
The kingdom like divided, right?
Yeah, the kingdom got divided, which became the northern kingdoms, which Ephraim, going back, was the head of, and Judah being the head of
Southern kingdom.
the southern kingdom, which is Benjamin and Levi. You know, there was a split.
But we are one nation. We are one people. These are the
Yeah.
12 families which make up one nation.
Yeah.
That's why when you go to the ghettos, right?
That's
You see these people living
See
together.
a
They are,
mix. A
yeah,
mix
they are
of
living.
everything.
They are living among each other. Why? Because we are the same people.
That's
Even
right.
though we look different, you know, we have different skin complexion. Some of us light skin, dark skin, but we are one
We all
people.
came from
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, we're all one.
That's right.
Yeah,
You know,
I gotta use the bathroom.
so you know, the history after the Assyrian captivity. That's how the northern tribe, you know, which consists of Dominicans, the Native and Seminole Indians. Y'all came over here. What was it?
725.
725 BC, right? You know, that's how y'all ended up over here.
It's in the Bible. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's in the
Bless you guys. we have to go.
I know it is.
Yeah,
okay.
but yeah.
But yeah, that's the history of our
Let's
people,
go bathroom
you
there.
know, which is the northern tribes. You know,
You guys are Israelites.
yeah, we're Israelites.
God chosen people.
We're God's chosen people. You know, you're welcome. Yeah.
Second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hoshea the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive.
That's right. This is going into the Assyrian captivity. You know, which he led the northern tribes captives. You know, which he led the northern tribes in captivity. So this is what they did. You know, they had a council amongst them.
It says, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
That's right. So came they into another land.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's close because when this devil, Christopher Columbus, Cristobal Colon, or so-called Jew, when these devils came to America, they referred to this land as a new world.
That's right. The New World. And why did he bring Hebrew interpreters with him? Because he knew that the people that were already on the side were Israelites. You know, he read this book.
Yeah,
You know, Second Ezra.
he mentioned it like 1492. What's the movie called? Yeah, 1492.
Yeah,
Right?
1492. Yeah.
Done. Verse 41. But they took this counsel against among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwells.
That's right. What was that further country where never mankind dwelt? Over here in the Americas. You know,
North Central South America.
North Central South America. You know, this is where they went over. You know,
That's biblical history.
yeah, that's secular history. That's secular history. That's how Christopher Columbus knew.
Yeah.
You know, because he read this book, which was secular history.
Hey, it says none shall want her mate. The Bible is the most accurate book on the face of the earth, man. Why do you think the Bible is the number one selling book all time, man?
That's right. You know,
It says that they might. It says but they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwell, that they might keep the statute which they never kept in their own land.
that's right. They might keep their statute, which they never kept in their own land. You know, so this is where they took that counsel amongst themselves. And it's going to tell you what took place.
And they enter into Euphrates.
Euphrates, you know, which was over there in the Middle
I wish
East.
we had a map.
Yeah, which we have to map.
The whole of Africa, if they go down.
Yep.
It says, and they enter into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the rivers, for the Most High showed sign for them and held still the flood till they were overpassed.
That's right. The Most High held still the flood until they overlapped because the Most High was with us coming over into the land. You know, the northern tribe coming over to this side of America.
Because back in when Solomon was ruling, right? We always knew that space was there was another place. We always knew that America was we call it by other name, but we always knew there was another land, man.
That's right.
That's why Solomon always bring his send his navy to come get peacocks, to different wood.
Yeah, that's right.
And bring them back to the east side of the world, man.
That's right. You know, because at the end of the day, this land was called Canaan.
Yeah.
You know, this land was called Canaan because mostly we had those Hamites in slavery, and those were the ones that the navigators were the ones that were coming over here, bring in the exotic animals.
Exotic animals, yeah,
Types of-
the road, yeah. That's why.
That's
So-
why there was an artifact over
Yeah.
here of a Hamite's head. You know,
Yeah, the Olmecs.
the Olmecs. You
Yeah,
know,
come.
that's where it comes from.
It says, for the Most High didn't show sign for them in hell till the flood, till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely a year and a half.
That's right. A year and a half. It took them a year and a half for them to get to the other side of the world with ships. Just like it took, you know, these Edomites a year and a half to come over. You know, they came in.
It says in the same region, it's called Asareth.
That's right. The same reason. That's how, you know, the northern tribes ended up over here. But the southern tribes ended up staying in it. You know? And then later on in our Lord Yahushua ministry, he had said that they are sheep which are not of this world. Because after our Lord Yahushua was taken up into that chariot, he came over here to the other side of the Americas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
We are living in a time when the Lord is putting up the bridges, man.
That's right.
It's bringing the tribes together. Same with Travis 9/11, right? That's why you see that we came from. We have Saudi Kingdom, Northern Kingdom together. Pushing the shook, pushing the gospel. That's beautiful, man. You know, that's what you're so scared of most. Our people come together, man.
Yeah,
That's why I hate it.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got a precept.
I'm looking.
This is Isaiah chapter 11, verse 12.
What's 11?
Verse 11, I'm gonna start at 11.
Yeah.
Verse 11. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second
The
time.
second time, right? So we all know about the first time when the Lord delivered the Israelites out of the land of ancient Egypt. That's a well-known history, man. Every year, the so-called white men make movies about it, man. Exodus of the Israelites in Egypt, man.
That's right.
But this song says the second
That's
time.
a cool phone
right?
case.
Because America is known as what? Modern day Egypt. America is known as modern day Egypt, man. That's why if you have a dollar bill, you look at on the back of the dollar bill, you see a pyramid, man.
Yeah.
The elite of the society, these devils, the elite, they know America is modern day Egypt, man. That's why we have pyramids, you know, in Las Vegas. You know, you have the Washington Monument.
That's
You
right.
also have Memphis, Tennessee. There's a Memphis city in Egypt, man.
The Obelix.
Obelix, yeah.
So the Americans cut off the noses of the
Of the Sphinx.
mhm.
Yeah. They know that the people
They
that
don't want us thinking that we were kings and queens back then.
Yeah, that's why they called it the
What's your
Byzantine
name
Empire.
again?
You know,
Right?
the backwards empire. Because at the end of the day, he's trying to hide the truth from our people.
Yeah.
He wants us to think that we have no history.
No history.
But in the fact that really, in reality, he has no history.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's why he has to go around and steal other people's culture.
That's right.
Because the so-called white man is a vagabond, you know, a thief, man. Everything the devils have, he has stolen it from our people, the other nations, man.
Yeah.
The culture vulture, man. That's what the devils are.
Vulture, you know? Reading on. And it reads, from Egypt and from Pathros
Into Egypt, right?
and from Cush
From Kush is Ethiopia, man.
and from Elam
Elam, the Pakistanis, the Pakistan, the East Indian, right? Because we have our people among these other nations, right?
and from Shinar
China, I think China is in Iraq.
and from Hamath
Hamas, I think is in the city in Iraq, right?
and from the islands of the sea.
Yeah, we have our people scattered in Iran, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, all over the Middle East, man. And that's why Esau the so-called white man was hell bent on against the Arabs. Why? Because he knows that we have our seeds among the Arabs, man.
That's right.
Fucking devil.
Verse 12, and he should set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
The outcasts of Israel. So at one time we were outcasts, man. We had no culture. No, because Jeremiah 17:4,
Yes,
and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage. So the so-called white man beat our culture, our heritage out of us, man. It's to the mercy of Yahweh Shai that we know who we are in the last days, man.
That's right. But the Lord is giving it back to us.
Yeah, come.
The Most High is giving it back we're taking back everything that this devil had stolen from us.
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right.
We're taking it back.
That's right.
No?
Come.
Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Read it on. And gathered together to disperse of Judah.
The dispersal of Judah, you know, the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? That's the kingdom of Judah, right?
From the four corners of the earth.
From the four corners of the earth, man. So our people are scattered on other nations. So you can have Israelites looking at the so-called white men, looking at the Chinese, the Japanese, the East Indian, the Pakistani. You know what I mean? So that was the curses.
That's right.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 4.
Verse 13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off.
So you see, the tribes coming back together. That's a biblical prophecy, man. You know, hey, that was at one time the northern and the southern kingdom were divided, but now through the mercy to the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, we are coming back together, man. And that's why these devils are in great fear, man.
That's right. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim.
Ephraim shall not envy Judah. Ephraim is the northern kingdom, and Judah is the southern kingdom. So we're gonna come together under one banner, under Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, man.
That's right. But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west. They shall spoil them of the east together, and they shall lay their hands upon Edom and Moab.
So when our people come back to who they are, man, Yahushua Mashiach gonna come to deliver the elect of our people and get them power, dominion, rule, and righteousness, right? So we're gonna have all other nations in slavery, man, in bondage, in captivity, man. Isaiah 14 verse 1.
And the children of Ammon shall obey them.
That's right. The Ammonites or the Japanese, hey, all nations, they're gonna follow us, man.
That's
right. To come.
So Isaiah
14 verse 1.
We gonna rule the world.
That's
Yeah,
right.
the world to come for our people.
That's right.
We're not gonna be slaves forever to the so-called white men.
Yeah.
The so-called white man power structure, his rulership is coming to an end. That's why they fear the most. It's the awakening of the Israelites, so-called black Hispanics and Americans. That's what they fear the most.
So this is Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. Jacob's name is who? Jacob's name was changed to Israel after he was on the worked on the angels.
And will yet choose Israel.
And will yet choose Israel. The mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is only reserved for his people, the so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, which are the Israelites, man.
And set them in their own land.
Set them in their own lands, man. That's how you know these God rats that are in the land today, the so-called Jews, they are the people, man. They are the people of the book, right?
That's right.
Because these devils, they got there by the Balfour Declaration, man. 1948, man.
That's right.
So said the Lord is gonna be the one who set us in our own land, man.
That's right.
Not the Rothschild, the Oppenheimers, the DuPont, the Gettys, the Rockefeller, man. The Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is gonna be the one setting us in our homeland, our own land,
Right.
man.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
That's right.
All right,
All right, brother. Shalom. All right, brother. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
That's right.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Yeah, that's Revelation 13 verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, man. So, hey, it's only fair, it's only right for us to have our enemies in slavery, man. You know? An eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, man.
That's right. And they shall take them captives, whose captives there were.
So we're gonna take them captive. It's a well-known fact that we were slaves on the east or the self-proclaimed white man, right? And they shall take them captive.
Whose captives they were.
Which captive they were. It's gonna be rehearsed. That's what you call they have a movie, right? Eddie Murphy, Trading Places.
Yep.
Hey, the table gonna flip, man. The first shall be the last will be the first, man.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
And they shall rule over the oppressor, man. That's the world to come. The world to come. The kingdom of heaven, the so-called black Hispanics and the American elect gonna rule the earth in righteousness, man.
That's right.
Under our Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. No?
And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord will give thee rest from thy sorrow.
Hey, that's the true definition of reparation, man. Our reparation will be when we have all this other nation in slavery, man.
That's right.
You know, to repair the damage that was done to our people, man. Because our people has never healed from the psychological effect of slavery, man.
That's right. And the people shall and bring them to their place in the house of Israel, the select. And it shall come to pass in that day, the Lord shall give thee rest from thy
Hey,
sorrows.
we're gonna get rest, man. We're gonna be singing up on our beds, man. Psalms 149, man. We're gonna have our enemies. We're gonna have a chain around their necks, man.
And from thy fear and from the hard bondage,
Hard bondage, right?
wherein thou wast made to serve.
Wherein thou hast made to serve. So the slavery that we went to as a nation, hey, if the Lord allows his people, his chosen people, to go to slavery, how much more you are the nations, man?
That's right.
You know? How much more you are the nations? You hidden nation, who shall call it nothing, and love the nothing to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, man.
That's right. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon,
The kings of Babylon, right? The kings of
say-
Babylon, the elite of Esau Edom,
and say, how has the oppressor ceased,
come.
and that golden city ceased?
The golden city ceased, man. The golden city, America, gonna be seized, man. Gonna cease from existence, man.
That's right.
This place will be destroyed in the midst of World War III, man. By them
The Lord-
ICBMs.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked,
Yeah.
and the scepters of the ruler,
The scepter symbolizes your rulership, man. Your kingdom, man. The Lord's gonna destroy your kingdom, man.
and he who smote the people in wrath and with a continual stroke,
He who smote the people in wrath in a continuous stroke, right? Ever since the so-called white men come to power, man, he pretty much destroy the darker people of the earth, man. That's how white supremacy works, man. You know, for white supremacy to work, the dark-skinned people of the earth, they have to be at the bottom, man.
and he that ruleth the nation in anger
He that ruleth the nation in anger, right,
is persecuted,
is persecuted.
and none hinder it.
That's why the so-called white men always remember what we did to them in the dark ages, man. How we pushed them in the Caucasus Mountain, man. How they were getting soft from among men, man.
That's right.
They were violating the earth, man.
That's right. And how we push them, starting with we push them Edomites off.
King David.
Yeah, King David. Yeah,
King David.
yeah. When we were pushing you Edomites off the cliffs, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you know that history. You elites, y'all know that. Y'all know that history. Y'all got that history.
Yeah, they have the
Y'all
record, man. They have the artifacts, man. They
Y'all
have the
didn't-
books.
Yeah, y'all didn't forget that. You know,
And that's why they took such vengeance, especially on the southern kingdoms, man.
that's right. Especially on the southern kingdom, Judah.
Yeah,
You know,
especially on the southern
we'll
kingdom.
put hell on you devils.
Yeah, because Esau never forget, man.
We shall never forget.
That's right.
Likewise, we
We never
shouldn't
forget.
we shouldn't forget. We
Yeah.
never forget.
You know, forget.
We're not gonna forget this.
Yeah.
You know how you did this.
Yeah.
You know, we're not gonna forget this,
Yeah.
and also this too.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Y'all know the tribes ain't getting away with. Y'all know the tribes. Right here. You know, we didn't forget this. You know, we're not gonna forget this. How you came over here, you gave the native smallpox. And we got another sign for you Latin tribes too, Ephraim and Simeon, how y'all were being slaughtered. You had dogs sick on y'all through the conquistadors. You know. No, we didn't forget this. Yeah, we're not. This is you want us to forget about this. You want us to say let bygones be bygones and let this be a thing of the past, but we're not letting it go. You know, y'all don't want to let the Holocaust go, so why should we let this go? You know, why aren't you practicing what you preaching, Esau? See, that's the thing with you devils. You don't practice what y'all preach. You know. So at the end of the day, we're not forgetting. You gotta pay. It's like to this very day, y'all still hunting down them Nazis. You know that them Nazi German soldiers that had y'all in captivity and still sentence them to life in prison when they're really pretty much old at the end of their lives. So we're not gonna forget. And when our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua comes, it gives us the power to put y'all devils in slavery, and we're going to execute that judgment. to the fullest. You know, we're gonna execute that judgment to the fullest. I know our Lord who is Yahweh Bashim.
It says, remember the days. The scripture says, remember the days of old.
That's right.
That's in Job, right?
That's in
Deuteronomy, right?
I think it's in Deuteronomy. Because I did a show on that too. That's good. So we got a show.
Get up. That's why Esau is so hell-bent in taking the Bible out of the school system, man. Because these devils, they know that they can have to pay. You get it?
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to.
Deuteronomy
Get in trouble,
32, verse 7.
That's right.
And it reads, remember the days of old
Remember the days of old.
and consider the years of many generations.
That's why. Remember. That's why these so-called Jews, they have a saying said, "Oh, never forget." They have a saying said, "Never again." No, never again. Never again. With the German did what he did to them. This was a Holocaust. You know, we all know that was fake. So that was the pretext they needed to take over the land of Israel, man.
That's right.
You know.
Read it again.
Yeah.
Remember the days of old.
That's right.
And consider the years of many generations.
Consider the years of many generations, right?
Ask thy father,
Mhm.
and he will show thee
That's right.
the elders, and they will teach thee.
That's right.
They will tell thee.
That's
Like,
exactly what it is. For inquire, I pray thee, search out for thy fathers, man. That's in Job. You have to go back, look at what your people went through. How did they survive, man?
that's right.
That's wisdom, man. You know,
That's wisdom.
seek out the ancient ways, man.
That's right.
Because the modern ways destroy our people, man.
That's right.
And the ancient way, was life, man.
That's right.
You know, that's exactly what it is, man.
Because how you gonna understand your future if you don't understand
Your past. That's right. I think like they have a saying said, for people, I don't think, remember, although the past is doomed for failure.
That's right.
You know, that's why our people are in this condition again right now, because they don't remember what happened to them as a nation, man.
Yeah, they want to forget.
They want to forget,
They
man.
want to listen to the so-called white man.
Yeah, because like when you forget something, guess what? Most likely you're doing it over and over again, man.
Exactly. It becomes a repeat.
Yeah.
That's where this devil really got. If he could get you to forget your history and what happened to you, that's when he got that. That's when he got you in slavery.
Hey,
That's when he
come.
could furthermore control you,
Control you, furthermore
and
oppress you,
furthermore indoctrinate
indoctrinate you,
you
right?
with his bullshit.
Yeah, come, because like Esau, he wants you to forget about slavery, right? Every year he talks you about the Grecian Empire. He talks you about Alexander the Great, Roman, you know. Every in his school system, right? His curriculum, he teaches you about Alexander the Great, you know.
You want to say that civilization started with the Greeks?
Yeah, the Greeks, right? The wicked civilization.
Which is a complete damn lie. You know?
Yeah, he wants you to forget your history, but he wants you to remember his history, man.
That's right. You know? And that's backwards. It shouldn't be like that. You know? You should remember the things and the atrocities that this devil did to our people.
That's right.
You know?
That's right, bro.
You
That's
should
right.
remember all the evil and all the wickedness that this devil had did to our people.
It's not gonna go unpunished, man.
It's not going to go unpunished.
It says, thou shalt not go unpunished, thou shalt surely drink of it.
That's right.
So the so-called white men gonna drink of the slavery oppression that they have done to the children of Israel, the so-called black Americans.
Because the scripture says that the words are faithful and true.
That's right.
And the Lord is not a man that he shall not lie.
That's right.
Because if the Lord says that this devil is going to pay for his crimes and that he's going to be put in slavery, then damn it, he's going to be put in slavery.
That's right. That's right.
We're going to end it on this scripture right here.
Go ahead, bro.
Because this is what the scripture says.
That's right. That's right. Bring it up. Bring it up. You want me to stick this with the
He
world,
said
right?
just keep following.
So this is what the Bible says. This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 20.
21.
Verse 21.
That's right.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter Edom.
Yeah, it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. You suffer white people, that's your kingdom, that's your rulership. Do what you want. Go rob a bank. Go kill somebody. That's your rulership. That's your kingdom, man. Rejoice and be glad, man. Do what you want, man. Because after this, you go to slavery.
That dwells in the land of Uz.
Come.
the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
The cup also shall pass through unto thee. The cup is slavery, oppression, white supremacy. What you have done to these people on the side, so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, man, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy watch shall return upon thy own head, man. Galatians 7:7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked, for whatsoever men serve, God is also reap, man.
Thou shalt, the cup also shall pass unto thee.
So
Thou
you
shalt be
suffer white
drunken,
people, you suffer white people, you Edomites, you're gonna go in slavery, man. That's your future.
and shall make thyself
You're
naked.
gonna drink up that cup, man. Whether you want it or not, you're gonna drink up that cup, man. Just like you force us to go, just like you force us, our nation, you know, you pretty much destroy people. Guess what? In the world to come, after America destroyed, you're gonna go to slavery, man. The elite of your people, you're gonna go in slavery. The elite, the Lord gonna allow them to escape the destruction, and you, your everyday Edomites, you're gonna come back to the Lord of the elite, to reincarnation, and serve your punishment, man. Nobody gets away, man. Nobody gets away, man. You are gonna slave your sentence, man. Slavery, man.
That's right.
Oppression.
That's right. Verse 22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. So our slavery, our captivity is almost over, man. Our punishment will be over when the Lord Yahweh Shemashah comes back, man.
That's right. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So this is our last punishment, man. After America destroyed, the Lord comes back and delivers his people. We're gonna be ruling forever and ever, man. Everlasting kingdom, man.
He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
He will visit thy iniquity. Iniquity is what? Sin upon sin, man. That's what the Edomites have done ever since you came into power, man.
And he will discover thy
The
sin.
Lord's gonna punish you for all the crimes, atrocities that you have committed against people, so-called black Hispanics and the Americans, and for you showing the earth, man, the creation of the Lord, man.
That's right. And with that, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
the Lord to the apostles of great Muslim that rule well. Peace and salutations to y'all. Keep out there on the highways and byways, northern and west abroad. And with that, we want to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasha'Allah.
Yasha'Allah.
Ba 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 ba.
Death to America.